Hello, my name is Paul Emmanuel, URK22CS1054. This is the DevOps Laboratory Experiment number 3, Flask app containerization and Docker Hub deployment. So, in this experiment, we are going to see how to containerize a Flask app and we can push it into a Docker Hub repository. So, basically, Docker Hub is like GitHub where everyone can share their own Docker files, so we can pull your friend's file. So basically that's Docker Hub. We are going to containerize our Flask app and we are going to push it into the Docker Hub. So let's see how we are going to do that. So basically we are going to have these files in our project folder. So this is the main Flask application. This can be any application that you want, any Flask application that you can make custom make. Now this is basically with a HTML page like welcome to Flask plus Docker. Instead of this, you can have any HTML page that can act as a Flask application over here. So this is the basic code to have a Flask application. We are naming it as app.py, and we are having another file to specify the requirements. So we are specifying Flask version. So Flask is equal to 2.2.5. You can specify any new version also. So this is the main Docker file. So while we run the Docker command, this file is important. So basically it has the flow. So from Python, using the work directory and copy the requirements file over here and run pip install the requirements.txt. So run the uh, pip install for this requirements and copy dot expose on this 5000 and this is the command python app.py. So this Docker file does everything for us. So in the terminal or in the CMD, you navigate into the project folder and you run the command docker space build space -t space. This is the name of the app that you want to have a Docker one. So this is the Flask Docker app we are given as an example space dot. So after building a Docker image, we are going to use the Docker run command to run the container on specified ports if you like. So we are using 5000 port. So if 5000 port is busy, you are using 5050 port or any port you like, you can use within that range. So these commands we have run here. So in our project folder directory, we have run the project build command for the Docker file. For our Docker build, we are running the Docker build command. So it's building our Docker file over here. And after building the file, we are running the Docker file on port 5000. So it gave us an IP address, so we can access it and we can see our local Flask application running on a local host. So now we are going to push this. You want to send it or share it to Docker Hub. So for Docker Hub, you have to create your account in Docker website. You have to create your account, and you have after creating your account, you would be provided with a username. So you want to use that username. So we are going to tag the Docker image by using our username and our app and our app name. So this is our latest version. We are tagging as this is our latest version. And for pushing command, we are using docker space push and our username and the app latest version. So after running this command, our Docker file will be available publicly so anyone can access with our username. So how we are going to access? So assume that this username is our friend's username. So I'm going to download my friend's Docker file to my local machine. So I'm using the command docker space pull space the username that's my friend's name slash his app name and the latest version of his app. So after running this, the Docker is going to be imported to my system and I'm going to run the command on whichever port I desire with the username and the app name which it's with its version. So basically this is how you run a Flask application, create a Flask application and run it through a Docker container, and also push this to Docker Hub, and also get others Docker file from Docker Hub successful. So thank you.